Hey y'all, Neil here. We'll talk a little SEC hoops. Weekend two, most probably the most obviously the most interesting SEC season yet, man. I'm telling you, this league keeps getting better and better. So promised I'd come on here and talk a little bit of SEC basketball as we get into um, conference play. So we're into week two. I think a really good slate, not bookended by rivalry games as last week's was. But look, um, you got five teams in the SEC that are 2-0: Auburn, Alabama, Miss State, Ole Miss, and A&M. And at least one of them is going to lose this weekend because Alabama plays Texas A&M. So that game guarantees one defeat. Kentucky is headed to Starkville for an 8:30 game on SEC Network. I hate that, and I mean, of course, the league can't control this. These times are set way in advance, but I don't like that the league went, or I don't like that it worked out that you got Alabama A&M first, and then you got Kentucky and Miss State like 30 minutes later. That bums me out. Tennessee's going to Texas. Obviously, the Vols should play better after losing by 30 points to the Gators on Tuesday night. Texas is one of the only SEC teams with a couple different home losses this year. So I think, when you kind of look at when you kind of look at Texas, it's a talented group. It's a group that if Texas had gone and was like in a situation where I really felt, I felt like they had the talent to be really good, and it wouldn't even be a situation where necessarily it would surprise me if they finished top 5 in the league, right? But that has not just been kind of what has happened. They have not; those pieces have not worked out, and still you look at them and they're top 40 in KenPom. And that's the thing about this league that's so crazy right now is that there are teams in this league that are 1-2, 1-1, 0-2, even one of the 0-2 teams that are top 50 in KenPom. Arkansas, 48th in KenPom. Usually if you're a top 50 KenPom team, you're at the very least you're on the bubble. And in Kentucky and in Arkansas's case, rather, they have equitable talent to almost anyone in the league. They play Florida tomorrow, and I honestly feel like with their backcourt pieces, Boogie Flan, a top 25 player in the class, kid out of White Plains, number 20 overall in the 24/7 composite, with John L. Davis and his ability to impact games with his scoring on all three levels, with DJ Wagner, a top 10, top 5 player in the 24/7 composite from the year prior, now playing healthy. From a talent standpoint, they have more talent than Florida, just objectively, but, haven't played that way yet. So really kind of feel like any of that could go. It could go any direction, really. It really could go any direction. So, interesting kind of stuff from that standpoint. I got to be honest, this, we're still trying out some different new features and anything where I could have chat would be great. But in any event, it's good to talk SEC hoops with all you guys. For some reason, there's no live chat, and so I am going to probably come back on and try to get into some live chat action for this in a minute. But, yeah, I'll be right back.